If you take away anything from this video, I hope it's this. You don't feel stressed because of your life. You feel stressed because you've stopped listening to your body. You're productive, you get things done, but you're always tired, always on edge. Maybe you've been in survival mode for so long that you don't even know what being relaxed feels like anymore. And adrenaline and cortisol is pumping through your muscles all day long. That is not good. Because what happens? Let's pretend that this is a race car that kept its booster on all the time, okay? It goes fast at first, but then it overheats, and then it breaks down. And that's how most people live. They ignore every single sign their body gives them, and then they call it discipline, until their body forces them to slow down. Not because they're weak, but because they've never learned to work with themselves. So here's a question. Do you recognize this deep kind of tired? Not just I need sleep kind of tired, but the kind where everything feels flat. You're just going through your day, making lunch, driving everyone everywhere, ticking the boxes, but in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, I hope I can go to bed soon. If you do recognize this, you have stopped listening to your body a long time ago. Maybe you think, okay, my situation isn't that bad. Great to hear. And let me tell you something. A client of mine was getting anti-stress coaching for her situation at home. When I asked, she told me she didn't have any stress at work because her situation at home was way worse. But when she noticed to listen to what her stressed out body was telling her, she realized that she was also constantly stressing at work. She too had stopped listening to her body a long time ago. If you take away anything from this video, I hope it's this. You don't feel stressed because of your life. You feel stressed because you've stopped listening to your body. Remember, your body, your nervous system has the same goal as you do. Keeping you safe, making sure you're as healthy as possible, making sure you're doing well. What you want is collaboration, not disconnection. At the end of this video, you will become someone who catches stress before it takes over. This is the exact 3-step system I use with my clients. Notice it, map it, reset it. This is how you learn to notice the signs in your body and use them to your advantage. Super simple, huge impact. Ready? Set an alarm 3 times per day and check in with yourself and see how you feel. What do you notice? For example, I noticed that when I did this exercise, my breath was basically always high. My heart rate too, and my shoulders were cramped. My muscles were tense, and my jaw was clenched. Whether I was sitting still, walking, running, lying on my bed, it didn't matter. It was always the case. I was literally white-knuckling my way through life. Does that sound familiar? It can be a bummer when you first realize in what state you are, but knowing this will catapult you forward into your journey out of stress. So this brings us to step number 2. Don't let stress hide in plain sight. Sit down to bring your physical stress to the table. Literally. Draw your stress out on a stick figure and see where in your body do you feel what. Every time you'll draw the stick figure, you'll notice new places where your body is storing stress. I mean, when was the last time you noticed that your arms felt tense or even your pelvic floor? No wonder you can't relax when you finally sit down because of all this stress that is still stored within your body. So once you know where the stress is hiding, what do you think will be the next step? Release the tension in your body. I'll be honest with you, this was a little bit of a learning curve for me because if you want to effectively reset your body, you gotta learn how to feel what the stress does in your body, where it goes, what it feels like when it releases. So how do you reset your body? For example, by doing a good stretch. But this is important. We're not talking about just stretching. I'm talking about stretching and paying attention to what is happening with the tension in your body. Where is it going? Is it being released? The same goes for giving a big ugly sigh, or feeling your feet firmly on the ground, or the weight of your body on the chair. If you want these stress resets to work well, here's what you want to do. Reassure your nervous system that you're safe. The adrenaline and cortisol just isn't necessary right now for survival. And you know what? Practice does make perfect. After months of practicing this, I'm at the point right now where I can feel the tension coming up right in the beginning and reset my body before it starts piling up. And I'm not special. You can do this too. But hey, just start with step 1. Put a timer. Draw some stick figures. And once you recognize where the stress is hiding, try out some of the stress reset exercises I mentioned earlier. It's gonna feel good. And if you start as soon as you feel the stress coming up, you won't have the same tension build up as before. Okay, just to close. I know there will be days when your head will feel like chaos. So to give you something to hold on to, I created a printable for you as a reminder for when you notice the first signs of physical stress coming up. Here's to you becoming someone who doesn't allow stress to take over her whole day. You can feel calm again, clearing your mind and back in control. You can find the printable in the description. Don't forget to subscribe if you are determined to get out of survival mode, and we'll see each other in the next video.